This video is going to quickly run through setting up some of the homework problems, and I'll start on page 423, and I'll set up a really basic problem like number 4. So we're going to do this now with two variables. So this is a coin problem, and in this particular problem we have dimes and quarters. So dimes and quarters for a total of 24 coins, and then I would attach a value in the second equation. I now have $3.60. So that's my little system of equations using two variables. And now let's look at a problem like number 12, same page. And here I've got treasury notes and bonds, so banking investments. So I would set up a pair of equations, a quantity and a value type equation. So the person invests a total of $5,000 between the two types, and then the second piece of information would be the amount of interest earned on each. And you can read the problem to see that one account earns 8% interest, the other account earns 10% interest, and this person received a check for $480 annual. This is annual interest, so that would be 1 year's worth of interest. But you can see how the problems are very similar, and I've gone through the book and I've chosen problems of the same type, but I'm just modeling the basics for you right here. Now let's move to page 424, problem number 21. And okay, this is a 3-variable problem, and I would like for you to solve this with 3 variables. This is a coin problem. And I have nickels and dimes and quarters. So I think this is a nice transition to a 3-variable system because this is a concept that's very familiar to you. The second equation, I'm going to introduce value in. And then the third equation, I need to take into account the fact that they state there are 2 more dimes than quarters. So the number of dimes would be the number of quarters plus 2. 2 more dimes than quarters. So if I have 10 dimes, that means I would have 8 quarters. I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to rearrange it to fit it into my three variable system over here. So I'm going to first subtract Q, and then I'm going to rearrange the order here, and I'm going to write this in my new system, or write this as the third equation in my system. So I'm going to have D minus Q equaling 2, since this is related to quantity, not value. So now I have 3 equations. Would be equation number 1, equation number 2, and then equation number 3. And I've asked you all to watch the video where I run through how to solve this system. So I'm not going to solve it for you here, but I'll give you big picture ideas of how you would do it. You would need to combine equation 1 and equation number 2 in such a way that you would eliminate n. So you need to eliminate the nickel. And whatever you would need to do to make that happen, then I would create a brand new system, a 2-variable system, using the result of this, and I would match that up with equation number 3. So the result of this with equation number 3. Because equation number 3 is simply a 2-variable equation with D and Q. So if I combine the 2 equations right here properly so that I eliminate n, then I would have a system with 2 variables, and then I could solve that and work backwards. And let me give you the answers. The nickel is 4. I have 4 nickels. So see if you can get this. 14 dimes and 12 quarters. So 14 dimes and 12 quarters. And then finally, let's move to page 429, and let's look at a problem like number 6. Page 429, number 6, okay? So this is at an amusement park. You're throwing at a bullseye. I will let X be a hit and Y is a miss. So this person has 30 attempts. So that's my quantity equation, and now I attach value. So they earn 5 points if they hit, they lose 10 points if they miss, and their final score was -90. So there are your little systems. So hopefully that's enough help outside of class to help you get through the problems.